Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a little bit of a different sales video here today. So this was my best week ever. The title and the thumbnail, I'm sure, show that. $1,413.89. So $1,414 for the week. That is pretty impressive for me. That's huge. 52 items sold. After fees and stuff, actually had almost $1,100 worth of income, so cash flow back in, and $788.49 of weekly net profit. So that is pretty good. I had a lower margin at 55.8%, and I say lower, but it's only because the last few weeks have been over 60%. I am not complaining about a 55.8. I will say that I sold a lot of items for cheap. I sold a lot of older items. I put a 50% off sale on a lot of my old stuff listed on eBay. You know, just old clothing and things that have just been kicking around for so long that honestly, even if I don't even make any money, or I even lose a couple dollars and don't make all my money back, that's fine. I just wanted them to go. So there was some of that this week, which, you know, brought that margin back down overall. But I wasn't worried about losing some money on those lower end items. I had lots of good sales that really pulled the week through. And as you can tell, traffic was up. So let's go ahead, get into it. I'm probably not going to talk about every single item really quick or even get into too much detail on some of them because it was just a lot of cheap stuff. But let's get started with this 511 Tactical USA flag t-shirt. This was from a repeat buyer. I have a few repeat buyers on eBay now who have bought multiple like t-shirts and stuff from me. So I saw that it was the same person. They sent an offer. Yeah, you know what? You're going to have this shirt for $14.49. I'm going to pay the letter mail shipping to get it to you, and I'm going to make $2.73 and be happy about it. A little bit better of a sale here was this Athleta Outbound in a 3X in this mahogany color. I paid $5.46 for this and sold it for $34.60. And my profit on that was $23.65. Sold this Duluth Trading Company, this green kind of canvas hooded snap-up jacket, I think, or maybe it was like zip and snap. In any case, paid $8.63 for it. Sold for $38 on Poshmark. I made $21.77. A very quick sale on this Smashing Pumpkins tour shirt. I paid $5.46, sold it for $26 on Poshmark with some discounted shipping. Made $11.38. Got this bundle of pants going out, this LL Bean size 8 petite jeans and a J. Jill 10 petite jeans. I sold these for $30 together. My total buy cost was $15.76. Total sale price was $30. Didn't make a lot of profit, only about $8.24, but I sold two pairs of pants that have been kicking around for a while, so happy about that. This J. Jill black tunic length, sort of with this plaid bottom. Paid $5.46 for it, sold it for $21, made $12.12. New with tags Aaliyah, the musical artist. T-shirt, $5.18 buy cost. I let it go for $12.50. I've had it for long enough, and I paid the letter mail shipping. I made 99 cents on that, but hey, I'm happy to see it go. And hopefully an Aaliyah fan is going to get a nice shirt there. This sealed GameCube game, this is American Chopper 2. A terrible game. This was bought as part of a lot that I bought from a pawn shop. I paid $25 for 3 games, 25 plus shipping, that is, for 3 games. And my whole point was to put something in my collection so that I could sell off a previous version. So I kept a PS4 version of Tales of Zestiria, so I could sell my PS3 version, which not only is older but also worth about twice as much money. And then also I'm selling this and the other cheap game. So basically I'm making a little bit of money and I am upgrading my own personal copies. So this cost me after taxes $9.58. I sold it for $25. I did pay the ship cost of just letter mail, $2.76. After everything, I made $8.73 on this. This Athleta extra small little hoodie with the thumb holes running and stuff. This was not a great buy. I should have stayed away from the smaller sizes in Athleta when I first got into clothing. So I paid $6.77. I let it go for $13 because I've had it for way too long. I did make a couple dollars on it. These Harley men's shorts, I paid $6.84, sold them for $18, so I made $8.12. This 1985 Tim Hortons plastic mug, I only paid $2 for this, I think at a Salvation Army or something, and sold for $18.99, so I made $11.54. This Tim Hortons storefront ornament, Jamie saw a little bag full of ornaments and stuff for like $4 at Value Village. This was part of it, so we're estimating and just kind of assigning a $2 buy cost to this. Sold it for $15.50 and made $10.88, which more than covers the entire bag. All right. Oh my God, there's a lot of stuff in this video. I gotta hurry up. Okay, so this this bundle, two-piece bundle of women's shoes, the Brooks Addiction 13 and a Brooks Ghost 11. I paid $6.84 each, so a $13.68 buy cost. Sold the bundle for $42 and made $19.92 in profit. This Hell Bunny kind of aqua green polka dot skirt, paid $6.33, sold it on Poshmark for $24. There was some discounted shipping, made $8.94. Here's where we start making some money for the week. This Polo Ralph Lauren leather jacket in a 2XL. Oh, what a great score this was. I found this on just a quick little drop in to my local store. I was driving past. I was like, all right, I'll just skim the jackets, you know, and the high value items. Saw this. I paid $10.93 after taxes and sold it for $225. And the buyer paid like $37.56 to ship. It was going expedited parcel to the US, I believe. It did cost me a couple dollars more than that, but at the end of the day, after it was over $30 in fees, I made $179.34 in profit on this item. So really excited. When a big item like that sells, you just hope that nothing goes wrong. You hope the buyer pays and pays right away. So, you know, you're not just sitting there with an item not being able to sell to anybody else for 4 days is basically what a buyer has to pay on eBay. They paid right away. I got it to them right away. They left positive feedback, so all is right in the world. All right, this new with tags Travis Matthew Snow Buddy Better vest is what it's called. This is a pretty high value vest. This was an offer I got on Poshmark, which I know was a bit of a lowball offer. This person sells a bunch of stuff on Poshmark, a lot of golf stuff. I knew that, I saw that. I was waiting to respond to this person, it was right after the person bought the leather jacket. And I was waiting for payment to come through on that because that was going to change my mind on how good of a deal I was going to give on this vest. I was in a good mood. Anyway, I think I had this vest listed at like $80. I sold it for $40. It did only cost me $8.63. So, I mean, I did make $23.37 on it. So, yeah, I let a little bit of money go there, but I just made a great sale. And, hey, I was just trying to move some product. All right, this North Face silver colored fleece hoodie. I paid $7.48 for this. It sold for $27 on Poshmark with some discounted shipping, so I made $10.16. Now, this was a bundle of 3 items on Poshmark. It was a couple of Harley things. This Harley kind of like a lace shoulder tee, another Harley shirt, which is like lots of studs and things like that, just very embellished. And then a new with tags juicy couture sweater. So altogether, my buy cost on these 3 items was $18.40, and I sold the bundle for $48. So a net profit of $20 even after fees. Sold this LL Bean Prima Loft ski jacket in a women's small. I've had this since last fall because it is a size small, so it took a while to sell. But I paid $9.78 for it. It did sell for $44 on Poshmark, and that was just on a straight offer from them, so no discounted shipping. So $25.42 net profit. This was a huge bundle. I don't know if I'll show pictures for everything or not, but it was a 7-piece bundle of Athleta tops, and I think there was a legging in there as well, and a lightweight jacket. This is 7 items that I've had for a very long time in like small sizes. Again, going back to that, I wish I would have not picked up small sizes. But my total buy cost on the 7 items was $41.05. And I sold the bundle for $87. Obviously not a great sale because, you know, I've had these items for a long time and didn't make a whole lot of money on them, but I'm very happy with the sale because honestly, for me to make $28.55 in profit on these items that I was just like, oh my God, these are just never going to sell. Someone to come along and buy 7 of them at one time, I was pumped. I would have taken less, but don't tell them that. All right, sold this this Baja hoodie, one of these, you know, if you're from the 90s, you probably saw one of these. I paid $3.45 for this, and it sold for $22 on Poshmark, so $14.15 in profit. We sold this New Tags Polo Ralph Lauren golf polo in a women's, I think it was a women's small, maybe a women's large, can't remember, but it was from the Zurich Classic event, so I paid $5.46 for this. It sold really quickly within a couple of days on eBay for $26, so I made $16.45. Then someone bought this New Tags Boston Red Sox 2013 Champions hat. I paid $3.74 and it sold for $17.57, so that's a $9.69 profit. This UGG Australia down puffer jacket, I had this listed quite a bit higher, but it did have some flaws, honestly, and I'm surprised I listed it as high as I did given the flaws. Like, the liner was ripped and there was even a safety pin in the sleeve cuff, like kind of holding something together. So yeah, there were condition issues, but I mean, it was still a really nice jacket, but I paid $9.78 for it. I ended up selling it for $40. So I made $22.65, but I think I did have it originally listed at like $70 to $80. But I was happy to see that go. This Molson Canadian men's Christmas sweater, I had just shown this in a haul recently. That haul video that just came out last week, that was actually filmed a couple weeks ago, so this had already had a chance to sell by that time, but I paid $7.58 for it at Value Village on a 40% off sale, and it sold for $47.99 plus shipping. And yeah, so I made about, I didn't do the math correctly, I didn't fill in this sell. I made about $25 profit. For somebody who works with Excel all day, every day, as part of my job, I'm really sometimes just catch myself like, wait, I didn't even do this thing on my sheet here. Okay, another big sale. This was a great one. This Ralph Lauren military style field jacket with the R. Lauren name tag and some patches. This was cool. I saw this in a little charity shop for $9. And I was like, yes, I'm picking this up. Sight unseen. Well, it was seen, but I didn't even bother looking up comps. I think I did one quick little search, saw that there were some listed for in the hundreds. I was like, that's good enough for me. I just knew, you know, sometimes, yes, you should check your comps, obviously, but every now and then you're going to come across an item that you know you're going to make money on. This was one of them. Sold for $207. I think I had it listed for $229. So for someone to basically, you know, just come in with a 10% off offer and ask for $207, that's what they offered. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to take that. So all said and done, my net profit on that item was $164.83. Amazing. All right, this Athleta purple dress in a size medium, and it did have a little spot on it. I paid $3.99 for this without realizing there was a spot. I was like, oh, crap. So anyway, I've had it for a while. I took an offer of $10 and was happy to see it go. I did make $4.26 on it, so okay. These Taylor Stitch men's khaki pants, these are a button fly, and this was like a 32-33, so kind of a smaller style or size. Cost of goods was $7.19. I sold these for $25. I had them listed a little higher. Taylor Stitch is a pretty good brand. You know, some stuff does pretty well. These probably would have eventually sold for $35 to $40, but hey, I was trying to make some revenue, so $25 is fine. I made $13.73. Little bundle here, the Seattle Seahawks hat, this Breaking Bad kind of gas mask t-shirt, and this New Tags Vancouver Canucks hat, which was one of the ones that I picked up over the summer in that bulk deal for $1 a piece. Altogether, these 3 items, the shirt was actually free, and the other hat was also $1. So I'm only in on this $2, and the buyer paid $26. Now the only thing is, I had each of these individual items listed with free letter mail shipping. But of course, when I combine them together, then they're too big to go letter mail. So what I did was I did end up sending them out in a parcel. It's fine. I sent them out in actually a small little flat rate box. This was a repeat buyer, I think, or if not, hey, you know what? It was somebody who bought 3 items from me. Good enough. I did only make a couple of dollars by moving all 3 of these things, but whatever. It's fine. I was happy to see them go. Because I've had the Seahawks hat and the Breaking Bad hat, shirt for a very long time. So if it means that it costs me, my profits on the Canucks hat to move those other 2 items, good enough. All right, this Untuckit Banfi, or Banfi, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, shirt in a burgundy, size large, paid $6.04. It sold for $20 on Poshmark. That is a $9.96 profit. This was a brand that I decided to take a chance on. It was new at tags. The brand was Express, and this wool hoodie in a women's size XL. I paid $6.90 for it. And 3 or 4 months later, it sold for $25, and I made $13.10. So probably not going to put a lot of Express in my inventory, but if I see something new with tags, a good material or something, I might pick it up. Okay, this Batman Six Flags hat. Here's an item that I lost money on, but I'm okay with it. I've had this for a long time. I had this listed back before the Canada Post expedited light option was available on eBay, so I had it listed free for letter mail. But you know what? This one had a pretty stiff brim, and I wasn't sure that it wouldn't get rejected and sent back to me for being too thick. So it cost me $2. I sold it for $7. It was on my 50% off sale. I sent it out the expedited light, which actually cost me $8.50. So I lost $4.86 on this item. But you know what? I'm fine with that. I moved out an old item. Someone's going to be happy with this like new Batman hat, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, this Harley Davidson Scott Jacobs print shirt. This was $5.46 buy cost. Sold it for $18, and I made $9.62 in profit. This Peter Millar golf vest, I paid $6.90 for this. I've had this for quite a while, surprisingly. It was a silk cashmere blend. But hey, it was on 50% off, so it sold for $11.75, and I made $4.59. This was a pretty quick sale. Within a couple of weeks, I bought this FootJoy Dry Joy Hydrolite jacket in a 2XL. This was another Value Village find. I paid $17.47 for this after taxes, knowing that, it was like a $70 to $90 jacket. But because I was running a sale, because I was feeling festive, and because this time of the year I just wanted to generate some revenue, I took an offer of $55. And I was happy with that. That's more than a triple up. I made $29.46 in net profit. All right, here's a 4-piece bundle that all in all, I lost almost $15 on. But this went to a repeat buyer who has bought, I think, probably something like 15 things from me. Everything was on the 50% off sale. Again, these are items that I had individually listed as free letter mail shipping, and just, I can't combine them. And I didn't want to send them all out individually. I just put them in a box, sent them out. Whatever, man. I lost $15. I don't care. At the end of the day, I moved out 4 old items. This Harry Potter pajamas, I've probably been showing them this whole time. The Bruins tee, a Red Sox flag hat, and an Avengers tee. I mean, these are old, early items in my inventory. So yeah, I could have donated them to Value Village for a coupon that would give me up to $10 off a purchase, or I could lose $15 and give them to this guy who has bought a whole bunch of stuff from me. Whatever. Merry Christmas, dude. Last item in this video, because oh my god, we're almost at 20 minutes. LL Bean beige chore jacket in a 2XL. I paid $7.76. This sold for $30 on Poshmark, and I made $16.24 in profit. So again, we had a couple of small little losses, but I don't even care at all. The intent was to move some product. I moved some product. I knew that I was probably going to take a loss on some of those items, marking them at 50%, but hey, that old stuff's got to go. So $13.89 in sales, 52 items sold, just under a 56% margin for $788.49 in weekly profit. I will take it. And that is that. I'm going to wrap things up. Long video. We're halfway through this week that I'm filming this on now. This is Wednesday. We're sitting at about 650. So a little sneak peek. We're not quite on pace, but we've had a good sale in there. Still seeing some good traffic. So, all right. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.